Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Palace for round 12 of the NPL Men's New South Wales competition. It's the Marconi Stallions hosting St. George FC on this balmy Saturday evening here in Bosley Park. In form, St. George come to the western parts of Sydney with the intention to spoil the party for Marconi and show that this newly promoted team is here to stay in the top tier. Only one defeat in their last 5 games for St. George, and that one coming against the runaway league leaders, the Western Sydney Wanderers. For Marconi, well, their last 5 games have seen a bit of inconsistency, 3 victories and 2 losses. Peter Tsakenis will hope his team tighten the screw and get a very important and vital 3 points here to try and stay within touching distance of those runaway leaders, the Western Sydney Wanderers. Run through the squads for you quickly now. For the home side, the Marconi Stallions, in goals, number 1, James Hilton. Number 2, Nathan Milgate. Number 6, Dom Costanzo. Number 7, Franco Maya. Number 8, Daniel Bowman. Number 9, James Temulkovsky. Number 10, Marko Ješić. Number 11, Hiroaki Aoyama. Number 18, George Daniel. Number 23, Brandon Vela. And coming into the squad this week is number 47, Anton Mlinaric. For the visiting St. George, in goals, number 1, Andrew Di Blasio. Number 2, Caio De Godoy. Number 3, Troy Danaskos. Number 5, Nicholas Calageru. Number 6, Pat O'Shea. Number 8, Connor Killigan. Number 9, Peter Grozos. Number 18, Mark Rodic. Number 19, Nikola Škatrić. Number 23, Evangelo Souris. And number 27, Jaden Sito. There will be a minute's silence here. A family member of one of the players passed away throughout the week. And Stephen Lucas brings the minute silence to an end as the teams now prepare to get this round 12 clash underway. The Marconi Stallions currently in 5th place on the competition ladder. St. George in 10th. And it's been a good return for St. George to the top tier. Obviously a famous football club in New South Wales, a club that has such a rich history. Returning to the top flight, well, they've showed they're ready to mix it with the best in the state. Coaching tandem of Yanni Talchevsky and Daniel Zeleny have really proven that St. George can get the job done with the big boys. This will be one of their toughest tests so far this season. Going away to Marconi, another famous football club, of course. But it's the form that St. George has shown. Even that game that they did lose against the Western Sydney Wanderers, they actually led 2 times on that evening, but were unable to come away with the points on that occasion. They'll be hoping to get ahead this time and stay ahead. It's been a bit of an ongoing issue for the visitors this season. They've led in a few games, but haven't been able to bring the victory home. Of course, the Wanderers one that we just mentioned 2 weeks ago against the Wollongong Wolves, they led 2-0 at half-time. They had to settle for a point there in a 2-2 draw. Similar situation with Apia back in round 7. They also led by 2 goals at the break and again dropped that lead and had to settle for another point. These are teams that, of course, are in the upper half of the competition ladder, teams that are expecting to challenge for the premiership, and that just shows the quality that St. George has, and by no means will this be a walk in the park for the Marconi Stallions. In fact, I do believe that we could be in store for somewhat of a surprise. Speaking to Daniel Zeleny pre-game, I mentioned the fact that maybe they could be in to shock Marconi here at the Palace. He said, well, it'll be a shock for someone, but not for us. Very confident in his squad and their style of play. A very, very structured football team, and you'll see that throughout this fixture this evening. Very tight at the back. A few players here, of course, playing against their former teams. Mark Rodic, one of those. Killigan delivering that one to the far post. Back for Škatarić, and just didn't quite connect with that as you would have liked. Nikola Škatarić, perfect opportunity. An excellent ball by Killigan to find Danaskos, who had the awareness to drop the ball off for Škatarić, but unfortunately St. George top scorer this year couldn't find the back of the net or even test James Hilton in the Marconi goal. The first opportunity of the evening, definitely going the way of the visiting side. Here is Killigan again. Fantastic technical player, Connor Killigan. Spent a lot of his time playing futsal, still plays futsal. He's playing his fantastic technique. George Daniel, also St. George product, playing for Marconi though. Intercepted there by the experienced Danaskos. Ball forward here in search of Jesic. Degadoy should be able to deal with this, even though he's under a bit of pressure. Throwing goes the way of the home team. Two games already played this round in the NPL men's competition. They took place last night. Manly United defeated Spirit FC in a 5-goal thriller by 3-2. And Sydney United came away with a very important 2-0 win away to Sydney FC. Sydney United showing some great form themselves in 4th place on the ladder. And talking about dropping 2-0 leads, well, in the local derby last week, Marconi led against United by 2-0 at the break. They were in control. But United flicked the switch in the second half and scored 3 unanswered goals to come away with the points. Now it looks a serious injury here for Nikola Škatarić. This is unfortunate. He looks in a lot of pain. He's not in a good state whatsoever here, Škatarić. This is so unfortunate. It didn't look like much at all, but having a great season as well for St. George, showing a lot of his quality. And this would be a real kick in the teeth if it's a more serious injury. The physio really just assessing and taking extra care. Doesn't really want to move him around too much. I think that could be his evening done. How unfortunate for Škatarić, who's, as I said, really finding his feet this year and had a good season last year as well. And actually just going to have a look on the replay to see exactly what happened. He looked a little bit, well, it didn't look like much at all. Checking for ACL here. The physio. Škatarić seems to have calmed down somewhat. Still in a whole heap of pain. We'll get back to the action. Hope Škatarić is okay. Doesn't look like he'll continue, but it'd be great to see him back on the park. Ball switched to the opposite end. Marconi now in a good position. Ball comes into the area. Temulkovski, the target, headed away. Back in again by Aoyama. Blocked and cleared now by Danaskos. It does look as though it's the knee. Did just see the replay of that situation. And Škatarić definitely fell very awkwardly. Ješić clips that one forward. Temulkovski was in an offside position. Ball sent forward here. Milgate lets it bounce. Plays it back to Hilton. Bowman driving forward. Here's Ješić now. Wide for Costanzo. Taking the ball into the space. Degadoy there with a slice clearance. And it will be a substitution. Škataric's night comes to an end as Jesse Spang comes on in his place. And what a hit that is to St. George, losing Škatarić inside the first 10 minutes. Ball comes in from the corner there. De Blasio came and got enough on it. That was a dangerous ball into the area. Here's Maya for Aoyama. Clips it over the top. That one should trickle out for a goal kick, and it does. Aoyama attracting interest from A-League clubs, as I'm led to believe. A very talented footballer. Cleared away there by Mlinaric. Throwing now for Marconi. Took a touch off Spang as he tried to close that one down. Now Bowman drives forward into the space. He's got Costanzo wide left here. That's where the ball goes. Costanzo cuts in, but well defended. Grozos comes across and does enough to win the throw for his team. Here's Costanzo once more. Plays it square for Bowman. Overlapping run from Vela. And Maya now doing the same. Vela picks it back up again. Cuts back on the left. Vela into the box. Great ball. Ješić was there. De Blasio didn't deal with that. And that was a good chance there for the home team. Bowman arriving late. Perhaps should have done a little bit better in that situation. Sent his effort over the bar. De Blasio just a little unsettled there. Perhaps should have done better. Taken more control of that ball inside his 6-yard box. Rodic sends it forward, searching for Spang. Spang did well to hold off Mlinaric, but gave the ball away now as Costanzo drives forward. Early ball in toward the near post, but straight into the hands of De Blasio. Rodic. Clip forward. Grozos loses out. Temulkovsky now. Gets it onto the right. Temulkovsky trying to bend that one into the far top corner, but well away from the intended target. I really do hope that Nikola Škatarić isn't out for too long. I hope it's not as serious as it seems. He's been carried out and into the tunnel. That'll be so disappointing for Daniel Zeleny and Jani Talchevsky, but also for Škatarić. I'm wishing him all the best and a speedy recovery. Rodic plays this one forward, looking for Spang, but across came Linaric. Grozos with a nice little turn there. Killigan plays it forward, and Linaric is there once more. Started this game very well. O'Shea. Calageru loses out there, Killigan, and Costanzo in possession once more. Here's Costanzo, gets into the area, cross goal. De Blasio again. Looked a little unsafe with his handling there. Got a touch on that, it'll be a corner. Another opportunity for the home team here. In swinging corner delivered. Mlinaric was there. It's still there for him. Shot blocked on the second attempt. Falls here for Vela, who spreads it out wide. Blocked again. Well defended from St. George. Daniel sends it forward looking for Jeršić. De Blasio comes out and collects. And caught in possession there. Here's an opportunity for Jeršić. Costanzo makes it 1-0. An error by St. George at the back. Taken full advantage of by the Stallions. Jeršić laying it off on a platter for Dom Costanzo, who just had to hit the target and did so. 1-0 for the home side here in Bosley Park. St. George will be very disappointed with the way they've conceded there. They've got to react now, though. Here's O'Shea. And again the high press, and again they almost get caught. In the end, the ball falls the way of Killigan. Spread it wide there for Danaskos. It was Jaden Sito that got caught in possession with that high press that allowed Jeršić to play the ball in for Costanzo. Peter Tsakenis will be pleased with his team's start to the game. Škatarić had that one early opportunity that he should have done better with. But from there, really, Marconi's been in complete control. Calageru looked to find Spang first time with the pass. Rodic under pressure, wasn't taking any chances. It's a foul there on Grozos by George Daniel. Good decision by Stephen Lucas. Free kick goes the way of the visitors. Degadoy. Great pass and well left there by Grozos. Space opening up for Caligeru. Good ball in. Millgate just dealt with that. Here's Grozos again. Falls for Spang. Back to Grozos. Danaskos. Great football from St. George, but Danaskos' right-footed effort goes well wide of the target. Proclaims himself that the right foot's good for passing, not so much for shooting. That was evident on that attempt from the left back. The other game this evening sees Hills United hosting St. George City. Here is Sito. Under pressure again, this time gets the ball away to Danaskos. Nice little move to put the ball through the legs, as does Killigan. But the back heel there from Spang wasn't the right choice. Here's Mlinaric. Yama wide for Daniel. Last touch there coming off Daniel. Caligeru just stuck a toe in. Did enough to put Daniel off. Grozos driving into the centre. Finds Killigan, who was expecting an option, but with Grozos moving in from the right into the centre of the park, there was no option for him. He was forced to go back, but St. George managed to keep possession. Degadoy. Forward now here for Suras. Suras goes down and wins the free kick for St. George. A good position here to perhaps try and test James Hilton. And Degadoy will go forward, so will Rodic. And O'Shea as well. Delivery into the box will come now. Danaskos left it as well for Grozos, but that one evades all in a white jersey and green. Goes out for a goal kick. Disappointing delivery. In games like these, you don't know how many of these chances will come your way. You don't really want to waste them like that. Here's Ayama. Almost O'Shea there sticking a foot in, but Ayama was aware to the danger and flicked it away just in time as Costanzo looks to create more problems for St. George. Great ball in the box. Back again for Maya, but he sprays his effort wide of the target. Costanzo does look in form and in the mood this evening. Picked up quite a few balls on this left side. Mlinaric steps in front of Spang. Now Jersic on the turn. Temulkovski, can he keep it in? He does. Ball across goal, just avoids Bowman there. Rodic perhaps unnecessarily dived in there on Temulkovski, and the striker almost took full advantage as Mlinaric now moves forward from centre of defence. Costanzo into the feet off Temulkovski, but well defended this time by Rodic. Great feet there from Grozos to poke the ball through the legs of George Daniel. Caligeru finds the feet of Degadoy, and Marconi happy to let St. George have possession in these sorts of places on the park. They've given it away now. Here's Millgate. Force back to Hilton. And no one there for Marconi, and St. George again will have the opportunity to reset and restart. Keep some more of the ball. Wait for the opportunity to present itself. Willich's ball over the top is... Well, had too much on that for Jesse Spang. Hilton. Looking for Costanzo, and Calogero almost got caught out there. He was a bit too far forward, but managed to just get back in time. Here's Grozos. Calogero overlapping, doesn't use him. Grozos goes on his own, on target, falls to Spang, and oh, that's a terrible effort from Jesse Spang. Gilt-edged, had to be 1-1 there. Oh, what an opportunity for Jesse Spang. It looked a nothing effort from Grozos. Had a bit of bite behind it in the end because Hilton obviously couldn't hold. And Spang, in all honesty, I think he had a little bit too much time there because he was thinking about where to put the ball. In the end, all he had to do was get it on target. He sent it over the bar. And Marconi survived a very dangerous opportunity. Here's Sito. Forward for Killigan. Mlinaric will try to get there, but Killigan loves these one-on-one opportunities. It's exactly where he wants Mlinaric, but well defended by the youngster. It'll be a corner kick for the visitors that Grozos jogs over to take. Spang yet to find the back of the net this year for St. George. That would have been his first of the season. We'll have to wait a little longer. Corner comes in from Grozos. That's a better delivery. It's a great delivery, in fact, and somehow that ball did not cross the line. Marconi's defence reacted well on the line. Last touch there, I thought, came off Temulkovsky, but referee and assistant say no. There wasn't too many complaints from the St. George players either, so I'll say that the officials got that one right. Late kick out there from Costanzo on Suris. Here's Degadoy. Intercepted by Vela and stepped out well there, did Brandon Vela. Jersic tried to play him back first time. Sito clears it out. It'll be another corner. Marconi have most definitely looked pretty dangerous from set pieces. Lots of tall figures to aim for as well for Marconi. Ball comes in toward Milgate at the far post, and I think De Blasio got a touch on that. He did. It'll be another corner. Costanzo will deliver this one. Temulkovsky standing in front of De Blasio. And the good Degadoy just trying to keep him away. Stephen Lucas having a little chat to ensure it doesn't get to anything more than that. The ball comes in. Suris gets there first. Here's Grozos. Good feet. Wide here for Calogero. Spang wants it played in the space. That's where it goes. Got a bit of pace on him, Spang. Well defended by Vela. Put his body in the right place. And Spang just bundled him over. Intelligent defending. Hilton sends it toward Costanzo, but that's a poor kick from the goalkeeper. Straight out over the sideline. Spain holding off Daniel. Costanzo came to help. Good feet from Grozos once more. And Spain just ran away from that ball. Hasn't really got into the game since coming in as a substitute for Škatarić. Jesse Spang. It is a bit difficult when you have to enter the fray so early on. Just a quick warm-up as well, so Jesse Spang perhaps not fully warmed up as yet. Good combination there between Jeršić and Daniel. And Daniel now moving forward from left back, finds Temulkovski, but the flag is raised on the far side. Costanzo just dropping in at left back as Daniel slots into the left wing role. De Blasio sends that one forward. Grozos. Costanzo comes away with it. Good turn there from Souris. Danaskos. Wasn't a bad idea, but didn't quite find Killigan with the ball. And I thought that O'Shea did enough there to win the ball, but Lucas's whistle came a little late, to the frustration of the St. George players. Free kick here for the home team. Cross toward Costanzo, switching sides. Daniel there in support. That's where the ball goes. Back to Costanzo, clips it in. Bowman flicked the header on. Wide of the target, though. Ball sent toward Danaskos. Vela wins the header. Free kick goes the way of the home side. And we're asking for something a little bit more there with the Marconi players and coaching staff. Claims of an elbow. Timulkovski now fouls Degadoy. It'll be a free kick going in the opposite direction. Forward by Caligeru for Grozos, who just let the ball run a little too much there. Across the line for a throw-in for the home team. Flicked on there by Temulkovski. Degadoy almost finding me in the press box here at the Palace with his clearance. Degadoy does well in the air there. Now Maya has a bit of space in there. Backing off him, Franco Maya. Not far away with that. That was a good effort. Just high and wide of the target. Marconi haven't had many attempts in this game. They do lead though. In all fairness, aside from the goal, it's been St. George with the two big opportunities of the first half. One going the way of Nikola Škatarić, the second substitute Jesse Spang. Killigan couldn't control that one. Millgate takes the throw, sends it high up the park. It'll come straight back out the Marconi defence though. Killigan heading it on. Under pressure from Spang was Millgate. Rodic. Danaskos, nice touch there. Grozos now on the left and brought back for the foul. I think it was on Killigan. It was Millgate. Maybe a little too far out for a direct strike at goal, but definitely another good area for St. George to put the Marconi goalkeeper Hilton under a little bit of pressure here. Just over 10 minutes to go before the break as well, so is this the opportunity for St. George that they've been waiting for? Grozos again stands over the set piece to cross into the area. And again, disappointing. The first one was a poor delivery from Grozos. This time a unnecessary foul that Stephen Lucas spotted. Wasted opportunities there. Frustrating for the St. George coaching staff, no doubt. Headed on there by Rodic. Got up well. Killigan couldn't control it. Sprayed out wide here for Franco Maya. Up against Danaskos and touch let him down. Danaskos saves the ball going out for a corner. Yersic will deliver a long throw into the area. Millgate's up there. Millgate's the target. Headed away, but danger still hasn't surpassed here. Daniel toward Millgate. He heads the ball back toward Costanzo. And cleared away by the visiting team. Free kick and a yellow card for Ayama. Good touch there for Grozos. Now Killigan gets it into Spang, but the flag's up. Missed the target anyway. But again, getting into good positions. Hilton will send this one. Forward again, Rodic couldn't bring it under control. And Yersic takes advantage of another defensive error. Couldn't quite take full advantage. Here's Costanzo. Good ball in. That's another lunging challenge. I don't, in fact, know who it came from first, because it seemed as though Maya was, it's not Maya, I think it might be Ayama who was clipped first, but then he dangerously flew into Degadoy. And Sekenis here will get a yellow card for his protests. Wasn't happy with Ayama not getting the foul. He's still giving his 2 cents worth. And Degadoy there. A driven free kick. I don't think that's quite what he intended. Tachevsky definitely not happy with that either. Again, putting themselves under unnecessary pressure. St. George, a high press. Every time Marconi step up and press higher, St. George really are struggling to play out from the back. De Blasio sends it forward. Killigan and Milgate go up for that. Ball falls almost into the path of Grozos, but again, Mlinaric, very good to sweep up the issues when they arise at the back. Costanzo did well, but ran into trouble in the form of Connor Killigan. Rodic now. Great pass forward for Grozos. Goes down under the challenge of Ayama. I'll tell you what, Ayama needs to be careful on a yellow. Well, I thought that was a foul. Stephen Lucas said no, but nevertheless, he's got to watch his challenges. Intercepted now by Suris. And Danaskos breaking into the box. Danaskos straight into the body of Hilton. And you feel if he went across goal there, well, and he hit the target, I can't imagine Hilton would have saved. And if he did, the ball probably would have fallen into a path of a teammate. Another good chance for the visitors as Temulkovsky now looks to make him pay. Temulkovsky for Jersic, who stayed on side. Good defending there. Well, I thought it was good defending from Danaskos, but Lucas was closer on the scene and calls it a foul on Maya. Well, this gives Marconi an opportunity from a fantastic position, and we know they have some very, very dangerous set-piece takers, none other than Captain Marko Jersic. Temulkovsky walks away, Maya's still there. But I can't imagine that the captain will give this one up to anyone else. Jersic off the top of the wall, out for a corner. Danger still hasn't surpassed for St. George here. Costanzo will take the corner. Ayama comes in short, but he'll ignore him and deliver straight into the area. Great ball in again, and Connor Killigan got an important touch as Milgate arrived at the far post. Here's Franco Maya. Back for Daniel. Temulkovsky, all he could do was head that on, and he's not happy. He wanted that one played into feet. Great ball from De Blasio for Souris, and Grozos now gets it onto his favoured left. O'Shea. And well tracked there from Costanzo. Temulkovski spreads it wide for Maya, and that's a foul and a yellow card for Sito. Just a little too late there, Jalen Sito. Maya did enough to poke the ball past the defender, who brought him down and earned himself a yellow card. Last couple minutes of the first half. Marconi lead here. 1-0. They've taken his free kick quickly. Ball into the area by Vela. Killigan there again. Only as far as Ayama. Vela once more. Ball comes in. Milgate just waiting at the far post. He stayed forward, and Souris dives in there. O'Shea comes to clean up, but again, the pressure continues. This time Danaskos sliding in and ensuring that Vela wasn't given the opportunity to deliver another ball into the box. Some sustained pressure here from the home team. Can they make a count? Can they double their lead before the break? St. George has really been in the game. They've had 2 or 3 excellent opportunities to open their account for the evening, but just haven't had enough composure in front of goal, really. Marconi's one real chance led to the opening and the only goal of the game so far. Temulkovski would like to have a say about that. Good ball in toward Jeršić, and Marko Jeršić gets on the end of that, heads it home, and doubles Marconi's advantage. 90 seconds from half-time. Jeršić scoring his 3rd of the season. And Marconi now lead at Marconi Stadium by 2-0. That'll be bitterly disappointing for St. George. They really have been in this game. I can't say they've been the better team, but they've definitely created the better opportunities. But they haven't taken them. It's that home team that has, and that's why the scoreboard currently reads Marconi 2, St. George 0. Here's Daniel, and the space is opening up now for him. 4 green jerseys ahead of him, lots of options. Finds Costanzo, early ball in's a great decision, but too close to De Blasio. There'll be 2 minutes of stoppage time added in this one. Last touch there off Daniel. Throw goes the way of St. George. Looked a foul throw there from Caligeru, but referee says play on. Killigan spreads it wide for Caligeru. Spang looking for the ball in the area. Goes back to Killigan. His delivery comes in, but Hilton safe and comfortable collecting that one. Degadoy rises highest there. Bowman sends it straight back. Temulkovski look to shove Degadoy in the back. Wins the ball here, Temulkovski. And well defended by St. George. Can they create one final opportunity in this first half? Danaskos, his pass is off though. Intended for Grozos. Stephen Lucas has a look at the watch. Halftime whistle isn't too far away now. Hills United have taken the lead against St. George from the penalty spot, and St. George will have to play the whole second half with 10 men. As Stephen Lucas brings the first half to a close. Marconi lead here at Marconi Stadium by 2-0 against St. George. Things didn't quite start the way the visitors would have liked. Nikola Škatarić going off with what seemed a very serious knee injury after only 7 minutes of play. But Marconi weren't distracted by that. Dominic Costanzo opening the scoring. St. George then had a couple good opportunities of their own. They weren't able to take advantage of them. And Marko Jeršić doubling the home team's lead moments before half-time. We'll be back in 15 minutes for the second half. After the first 45 minutes, it's the Marconi Stallions 2, St. George FC 0. And the teams are back out for the second half here at Marconi Stadium. It's the home team that hold a 2-goal advantage. A goal inside the first half early on to Dominic Costanzo opened the scoring. The second to Marko Ješić doubled Marconi's advantage. And they lead 2-0 here against St. George. A St. George team that, in all fairness, hasn't been all that bad. They've had 2 or 3 very good opportunities that they haven't taken advantage of. Nikola Škatarić early on. And Jesse Spang and Troy Danaskos had a good chance too. All 3 chances really could have been goals as well. And that's why they'll be disappointed that they're down by the 2 goals. Great work there by Killigan. Gets it back again. Try to play it out first time to Danaskos. Here he is again. Now Sudis. Sito. Sito's error led to that first goal. And look, again, they're pressing high here, Marconi. That's how they forced the first mistake and came to take the lead. Ball back there by Franco Maia to Hilton. Doesn't seem as though 2 teams have made any changes at the break. Temulkovski doesn't play Bowman, and Bowman not happy. Temulkovski really swung out there. I think he could be in trouble. He swung out off the ball as well. I think he's going to get a yellow, but that could have been much worse. And Temulkovski is a little lucky there, I'd say. It was more so frustration. Bowman wanted the ball back. He let Temulkovski know that he was unhappy he didn't receive it. And swung out at Pat O'Shea. Throw in for St. George. A goal kick to Marconi. Of course, St. George lost Nikola Škatarić inside the first 10 minutes due to what seemed a very, very serious knee injury, and our best wishes are with him for a quick recovery. We hope it's not the worst. And just a knock, but he did not look good at all. Ješić again picking up the loose ball. Comes back for Daniel. Costanzo back for Ješić. Mlinarić was looking for Ayama, but couldn't control the ball, and that one sent forward now for Spang. Mlinarić heads it away, and now Milgate will bring the ball forward. Bowman looking for Temulkovski, who was kept onside by Rodic. Temulkovski with a spectacular. Saw the keeper off his line, just off the target as well. De Blasio has been standing a little higher than expected. Temulkovski saw it in the first half too. I noticed he had a look up but didn't take the shot. On this occasion he did, but couldn't direct it goalwards. Nevertheless, something for De Blasio to definitely think about. Great touch there from Spang, but couldn't take the ball with him, got caught under his feet. Here's Ješić. Now Milgate. Ball in there from Maya toward Jersic, and it's a second for the captain and a third for Marconi. A delightful delivery from Franco Maya, and Marko Jersic finds the back of the net with another headed goal, his second headed goal of the evening. And Marconi in complete control now here at Marconi Stadium. They extend their lead to 3, and they're marching on to victory. After a tough midweek cup outing, where they came away with a come from behind win. It was a tough game again. They had to do the same the week prior, Marconi. They did it again. Midweek, they were 2 goals down against SD Raiders. They managed to come back and win that one 4-2. Milislav Popovic, the star, scoring and grabbing an assist as well. Bowman goes down, wins the free kick. Free kick in a good area now for Marconi. Mlinaric, Bowman, Temulkovsky, Milgate, all forward, all keen to get on the end of this cross. Delivery comes from Maya. It's a great ball in again to the back post. Here's Bowman. Clips it back toward Milgate, headed away by Killigan, and Milgate adjudged to have fouled Danaskos, and it'll be a free kick for the visitors. Danaskos. Sito back for Degadoy. O'Shea. They've played out of this area very well. Of St. George is Grozos. He's been lively in the first half, Grozos, and assistant referee on the far side judges that the last touch came off the St. George number 9. He'll say a bit of justice as they win the throw right back. Grozos goes down there. No foul, says the referee, and Mlinaric came in a little late as well, and a few words exchanged between those two. Really struggled to keep clean sheets this season, St. George. Only 2 all season, one coming all the way back in round 2 and the other last week when they defeated Hills United 1-0. Degadoy sends it forward, and Mlinaric picks up the ball again. He's had a very good game, has Anton Mlinaric, and taken out late there by Grozos, who looks to have come off second best there. He's still down, Grozos. They've already had to deal with Škatarić, another attacker, having to be substituted, and Grozos, their second top scorer on 3 for the season. I think Grozos thinks he's won the free kick here, but I'm pretty sure that Stephen Lucas gave the free kick the other way, and he has, and Grozos doesn't understand the decision. Mlinaric will get us restarted. Great ball in. Straight into the hands of De Blasio, though. Danaskos under immediate pressure from Vela. They're giving the ball away here now to Milgate. Won it back, though, Cito. Spang trying to hold off Mlinaric, but well defended from Anton Mlinaric once more. Hilton sends it long, looking for Jersic. And Temulkovski! And that would have been a special, special goal. Great technique to hit that on the volley, on the turn. De Blasio was not getting there if it was on target. And again, another speculative effort that almost caught the St. George keeper out. Stephen Lucas has given the foul against Marconi here. I thought it was a free kick for the home team. Goes the other way. Temulkovski is judged to have fouled Degadoy. He'll have to be careful as well. Temulkovski also on a yellow card. On the bench for Marconi, Cameron Windust, who started last week against Sydney United. Dylan Susovic, Liam Yuli slowly making his return. Milislav Popovic, super sub, Yakov Malbasha and Mackenzie Siren. While St. George, they've already used one in Jesse Spang, Harry Jones, Anthony Morabito, Daniel Axford, the reserve keeper, Aidan O'Shea and Justin Poon, all waiting their opportunity off the bench. That'll be a yellow card to George Daniel. Surely a yellow card, and it is. Peter Tsakenis doesn't seem too happy, but I'm not quite sure what he's complaining about. That was a clear and obvious yellow card, a professional foul. He's still complaining, but really doesn't have a leg to stand on there. It was a good decision from Stephen Lucas, and had he not given the yellow card, I would have been questioning the referee's decision. Great turn there from Grozos. Judged to have been a little too physical on that occasion. Free kick goes the way of the home team. Very stop and start this second half so far. Lots of little niggly fouls. Spang wanted the ball played in front. Milgate was a little out of position, but didn't come. Here's Daniel. Sorry, Rodic, that is. Degadoy. He's passed straight into the path of Bowman. Gives the ball away, though. Now Danaskos. Good feet from De Blasio under pressure from Temulkovski. Bowman. Sorry, Killigan. Touch lets him down. Throw in for the home team. Here's Maya. St. George not happy with that call. Did look a little harsh on the visitors. I thought Killigan had won the ball cleanly there. Lucas thought otherwise, and awards the free kick to Marconi as the tall timber make their way forward once more. Should be comfortable for De Blasio, and it was. Struggling to get numbers forward quick enough, St. George, and just allows Marconi to get back in position quicker. Great turn from Temulkovsky and show of strength there. Clips the ball in. Yesic looking for his hat-trick. A hat-trick of headers, wouldn't that be special? He's Spang. Pass given away again. Marconi really putting their foot down now. Ball wide here for Vella. In toward Bowman. Forced to Costanzo at the far post. Clips it straight back in. Degadoy away. Ayama still there for Temulkovsky. The flag's been raised. De Blasio made a good save there as well. Strong challenge there by Bowman in midfield. Marconi come away with the ball. Ayama back to Hilton. Sito sends it forward. Millgate experience there, heading the ball back to his goalkeeper. Ball back again for Hilton, who searches for Costanzo. There's Danaskos. Ayama did enough there to put O'Shea under pressure. Good touch again there from Killigan. Now Danaskos finds O'Shea. One-touch football from St. George. Cleared away by Mlinaric. Ball comes back in towards Spang and just couldn't get his bearings right there. Jesse Spang. Yesic. Bowman. Battling away on that right side. Free kick eventually goes the way of Marconi. He'll still lead St. George, almost 15 minutes played in the second half there. Marconi's whole bench is on their feet warming up now, so expecting substitutions to come soon enough. Looks as though St. George have ready a substitution of their own as well. Spang there called for a foul on Mlinaric. Maya. Sito intercepts. Suris has been a bit quiet in this second half. Hasn't really seen much of the ball at all. Danaskos. 2-3 green shirts around him immediately. Killigan with a nice little turn. Good spot here for Danaskos. Great ball in, and Jesse Spang couldn't get a touch on that. It was an excellent cross from Danaskos. Has a fine left foot. As Degadoy makes way. He'll be replaced by Justin Poon. Throw to be taken by Mlinaric. Looks as though Milislav Popovic is going through some more intense warm-up as Franco Maia looks to get on the end of that forward pass. De Blasio, though, read it and came across and cleared away. Great football again from St. George, but who's there when he's needed? Anton Mlinaric once again, and that's a poor clearance by Ayama. Shot from distance from Suris. It wasn't far away, had Hilton stretching just wide of the target though. Good effort from Evangelo Suris for the visitors. Hilton sends the ball forward now for Marconi. Headed away. A head tennis there between the two. Temulkovsky looking for Franco Maia. His forward pass straight into the hands of De Blasio. Temulkovsky straight offside there. Looks like it could be a double change, Liam Yuli and Popovic. In fact, perhaps even a triple change. Windass, Yuli and Popovic all preparing to come on. Good chunk of time for them. Spain. Mlinaric back for Hilton, who sends this one high and up into the night sky. O'Shea played forward by Keelighan, and there were some strong shouts for handball, but they didn't come. Mlinaric goes down. I think he'll be substituted now. It is Mlinaric that'll be replaced by Windust. Franco Maia coming off to be replaced by Milislav Popovic. And Liam Yuli will come on for Hiroaki Ayama. And Liam Yuli, such a talented footballer. Keelighan, good pass there into the feet of Grozos. Now Danaskos. Suris. Back for Rodic. Keelighan. Good pass forward. Poor cross though. Doesn't find anyone really in the area. Interestingly, the two games, Marconi games I've commentated this year, Milislav Popovic has come off the bench and scored in both of those. I'll be a real good luck charm if Popovic can find himself on the score sheet once more. I know he's off the field now, but due to an injury, but I'd also like to wish Nikola Škatrić a happy birthday. Not the birthday present he was after with his injury, but nevertheless, hopefully we see him back on the park very soon In the meantime, here's Costanzo driving forward. Calogero stood to his guns there and defended well. Corner kick, though, goes the way of Marconi. Taken short. Daniel delivers into the box. Rodic clears. Goes out for another corner, though. Pressure remains on St. George's defence. Yoshic comes in short, picks it up. Cross comes in again. Great ball in. Temulkovsky tried a back heel. Last touch came of him. Costanzo with the outside of the foot delivery. Would have been some assist and some finish. Had Temulkovsky been able to find the back of the net. Vela. Time and space here for Rodic to bring the ball down. Finds O'Shea. Cito. Finds the Naskos now. Spang. Grozos couldn't combine with Jesse Spang. Yuli gives the ball away. Here's the Naskos. Killigan. Spang hasn't had the opportunity to turn with the ball face forward as he would have liked. He's Cito. Really closing the passing lanes. Marconi not allowing St. George to play through them. Pressing well. Forcing mistakes, forcing tough passes. And really controlling this game, Marconi. It's been a good performance from them. O'Shea to Spang. Milgate steps in, heads away. Yesic now. Temulkovsky. Yesic just ball wouldn't sit for him. Milislav Popovic was just ready to go and break off toward the opposition goal. Nice touch there from Sudis. Now Danaskos has Grozos in front of him, and it's the right idea, but not quite the execution. Good touch from Cito. Still Hills lead St. George by 1-0. That is a bit of a surprise. St. George had a pretty good season so far this year, but a red card looks to have undone them here. Killigan, back for Rodic. Popovic brings the ball down well, forced to go back to Windust. Rodic fouls Temulkovsky. Free kick the way of Marconi. Bowman the target, picks the ball up. Plays the ball, wrong pass though. Wins the ball back. Good battling to redeem himself for the error. Here's Jeršić. Great pass, great vision. Temulkovski onside. Temulkovski slots it away and makes it 4. Stayed onside, took his time and placed the ball in the bottom corner. A fantastic finish and a classy assist by the captain, Marko Jeršić. Marconi now lead at Marconi Stadium by 4-0. This will be the heaviest, or equal heaviest defeat for St. George this campaign. They lost 4-0 to Rockdale as well, back in round 4. Could yet get worse for them. Still a considerable amount of time remaining. They've made another change in the meantime. Aidan O'Shea has come on. I missed who came off though. It may just have been Sudis. Harry Jones has also come on, and Sudis is definitely off. Spang. Here's Jones. Danaskos looking for options. Yuli, great ball, almost there, finding Jeršić, who made the run after Temulkovski had tucked in, allowing the space in behind for Marconi's number 9, who scored his 6th of the campaign. And the goal scorer of the 4th goal, James Temulkovski, will be replaced by young gun Yakov Malbasha. Malbasha already scoring this season. Back in round 7 against Sydney FC. Here's Jones, who's managed to stay onside. Low cross into the box. Milgate didn't quite deal with it best. Corner kick now for St. George. Rodic goes forward. Ball in there toward O'Shea. Dealt with by Marconi. Here is Jones again. Falls back. Cito. Danaskos. They've lost the ball again in midfield. That's a dangerous challenge there from Rodic. Yellow card. There were calls for a red from a number of the Marconi players. Marko Jeršić, the loudest in those calls. Rodic, of course, playing against his former club. Challenge was on Bowman. Both Peter Papayev and Peter Tsakenis off the bench, unhappy that it wasn't a red, that it was only a yellow. Cleared away by Kalajeru. Ball breaks here, well, almost broke there for Danaskos. Excellent ball by Killigan for Poon. Spang wanted it played forward. It's come back for Jones, who saw the run. Great ball in the box, headed away by Windust. And here's Popovic now. And Yuli, a little rusty there. Aidan O'Shea delivers into the box. Poon just couldn't get there at the far post. Here's Kalajeru now, and that's a wasted effort. Well over the bar. Dylan Susovic now will come onto the park in place of George Daniel. That'll be the final change of the evening for Marconi. They've emptied the bench. In fact, it's not George Daniel, it's Marko Jeršić that is coming off. Scorer of 2 headed goals and that neat little assist as well to add to his statistical column for Temulkovski. Fantastic performance from Marko Jeršić. Susovic straight into the action, heads it on for Malbasha. Here's Susovic first touch, looking to, well, second touch really looking to play in Malbasha. Great feat from Killigan. Jones spreads it wide. Kalajeru. Rodic now for Sito. And Popovic copped that one in the breadbasket. Winded at the moment. But offside flag raised here on Costanzo. It was very tight. And those ones aren't comfortable. Popovic will take him a moment just to get his breath back here. Always uncomfortable. And you cop one in that area. And they're still calling the press here, you can hear, and they've given it away. Popovic, keeper's off the line. Popovic sends it just a little too high. Still not recovered, perhaps, from that ball into the guts. It was the right choice. Ball fell into his feet. Just couldn't quite get the trajectory that was required to find the target. De Blasio was obviously beaten, but just a little too high. Danaskos forward for Spang. Ball won by Yuli. Last touch came off Killigan. Here's Yuli. Bowman. Back for Millgate. Malbasha. Susovic waiting in the box. That's where the ball goes. Popovic has pulled out wide. Vela taking the armband from Jeršić. Susovic turns left and right. Falls back to Yuli. Hilton looking for Susovic. Under that one was Cito, and now O'Shea brings it forward. Finds Killigan. Been the most active for St. George this evening, Killigan. Grozos was good in the first half, but he went quiet in the second. Here's Jones, one of the substitutes. And again, keeper off his line. Costanzo this time going for the spectacular. It's 3 efforts that Marconi have had from 3 different players from a fair distance. De Blasio really tempting him with that where he stands. Jones. Aidan O'Shea loses out there to Brandon Vella. And Malbush's touch there lets him down. Here's Rodic. Cito. Spang up against Millgate. Does well to hold him off and find Jones. Calageru making the overlapping run. A few white jerseys forward now for St. George, but giving a bit too much time to the opposition to once more get into position and make it tough for St. George to create something. Nice little flick from Killigan. This could be a good opportunity. Spang, can he bring it under control? No, he can't. It was offside anyway, so it wouldn't have counted. They've looked good in patches, St. George, but just not enough. They didn't take their opportunities in the first half. And there were 3 of them that, well, they really should have found the back of the net with at least one. And I can't stress enough, at least one. There were clear-cut opportunities which Marconi survived, and now they're marching toward another 3 points. Three points that'll push them into second place overnight at least. Rockdale and Apia still to play tomorrow. Apia face the league leaders Western Sydney tomorrow in the match of the round. Central Coast hosts Sutherland, another big game in the bottom zone of the ladder. Sydney Olympic take on Blacktown City, and Rockdale welcome Wollongong to Illingdon Sports Centre. Too much on that pass, and easy pickings for Hilton, who'll eat into the clock a little. Here's Malbasha. Did well to control that one. Sulsovic now. Popovic makes the run, but it ignored him. It's fallen to him anyway. Milislav Popovic! And cleared off the line. Almost making it 5. And almost keeping tradition going. Might not get another opportunity. Perhaps took a little too long there, Popovic. Did the right thing to put the keeper out, but it just allowed the defence that moment extra to get back. Desperate defending, good defending. All the way back go the visitors to De Blasio. Here's Bowman now driving forward, 4v4 here, and onside. Oh, I thought he was onside, Costanzo, but the flag's been raised again. It'll be a free kick to the visitors. Two minutes of time have been added on here at Marconi Stadium. Here's O'Shea. Harry Jones gives the ball away. Well, Marconi out of fifth. Yuli clips it over the top for Bowman, but not quite in the area where he intended the pass to go. Wind dust all the way back to Hilton. I just feel that structurally St. George have been very good. It's something that really underlines their style. Tonight they're not so structured as they usually are. On a couple occasions, Marconi has played through them too easily. The lines were a little bit disjointed, allowing too many balls in between spaces in the back line. The high press also causing problems. That's how the first goal came as well. Gilligan's clearance blocked. They get the ball back again as Stephen Lucas brings this one to an end. A dominant victory by the Marconi Stallions. In the end, they run away with a 4-0 win over St. George FC. They open the scoring early on via Dom Costanzo. Marko Jeršić doubled the advantage just before half-time. Jeršić then added a third before James Temulkovski made it 4-0 and rounded off a very strong performance from the home side. Next week, Marconi are back at home again. They host Hills United, while St. George are also at home, opening Barton Park for the first time against Sydney Olympic. Won't that be an occasion? But for now, that's good night here from Marconi Stadium. Marconi Stallions 4, St. George 0.